dialogue, we gon' tell the truth. We ain't scared like a lot of y'all. Matters who they are, do we bow? No, not at all. Dropping bombs on this wicked world, so it gotta fall underground. Underground dialogue, we gon' tell the truth. We ain't scared like a lot of y'all. Matters who they are, do we bow? No, not at all. Dropping bombs on this wicked world, so it gotta fall. From the industry to the Oval Office, we expose the darkest motives of them all and disclose what the protocol is. Thinking and moving logical, stopping every maneuver possible, and apologizing for truth is not optional. We gon' help you with what you go through, reshape and mold you, and sweep over them weak lies they told you. If you living with no clue, we gon' deprogram the old you, and you get to keep your soul.
What up, man? It's your big brother K-RINO. Y'all are tuned in to another episode of
Underground Dialogue
Podcast. My name speaks for itself. It's your big brother K-RINO with my co-host
Key Stove.
And we are in here today. As y'all can see, man, we are loaded up.
We are loaded, man.
I was like, where all this stuff come from? What is all this stuff, man? You know, where the man in the middle today is an entrepreneur, a hustler, a marketer, a promoter, just an outright businessman, and his latest venture, along with his brother, the legendary PSK 13, man, who is not with us today because he out on the ground right now. Man, we are so honored to have my brother H-Town Rocko in the building, man.
Man, thank you guys so very kindly. Yes. Thank y'all so very kindly, man, for just inviting me to come up here. I really appreciate it.
Man, it's an honor to have you. We are doing segments where we promote local businesses and try to give people shine that's on their grind.
Awesome.
You know, and you are one of the ones that I see just on social media, just watching it. Everywhere I look, I see you making a different kind of move. Tell us about the brand, how it started, and just go from there.
You got it. Hey, the company is Royal Mammoth.
Okay.
It's owned by my brother, like you guys said, PSK and myself.
Talk about Royal Mammoth.
Where the name?
Royal Mammoth came from the brainchild. That's PSK all day. You know what I'm saying? When he came up with that, he shot it by me. What do you think about this? And I was like, it's awesome.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? When you think of royalty and then you think of the most, prolific, animal in the world, which is a mammoth, you know what I'm saying? It's nothing but greatness.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So when he came at me with that and came at me with the logo, with the elephant, you know what I'm saying, on there, and the tusk and all that good stuff, it was like, it's a no-brainer. You know what I'm saying? Let's get ready to run with it.
So it's just doing it big on a majestic level.
Come on now.
That's what I hear.
Yes.
Mammoth level.
On a mammoth level.
So how long? When did y'all
mindset.
start the company? When did y'all start?
The company like initially started in 2021.
Oh, okay, so in a couple of years.
Yeah. So a couple years, and with that, we kept trying to get the right concepts. You know what I'm saying, and we were going back and forth. You know what I'm saying, with different concepts, and like I said, and I just woke up one morning, got with my graphic designer, and I was like, we're about to go with H-Town State of Mind. Yeah. And that's what we're about to. And that's what we're about to go.
Houston supports his own.
Oh yeah, and they really do. And I was like, H-Town State of Mind. Of course, everybody knows where the mantra comes from. The New York State of mind, this, that, and the other. Right. But you know what? This is our city. Yeah. This is where we are. So you know what I'm saying. We're gonna. Just magnify that and represent our own city and let them know that we have our own mindset down here. Absolutely. You know what I'm saying? If you look,
we can see it.
If you look at the logos, the logo incorporates everything that embodies. You know what I'm saying? The culture. You know what I'm saying? It's from.
Let me just say this.
Yeah.
The quality on this thing,
it's
like it pops. The graphics just popping out of this thing.
Oh yeah, exactly. And that's this is the original one that I came up with. Yeah. We call this one the OG.
Yeah. Okay.
And this is, what I'm saying, the colors are vibrant. Right. You know what I'm saying, and you see everything that embodies the culture. It's the sip cup. Yeah. You know what I'm saying, it's the swangers. Yeah. It's the music notes. Okay. And it's just all vibrant colors. You know what I'm saying, and we call this one the H-Town State of Mind, the OG. Yeah. We call this the OG because this is the first one. You know what I'm saying, that I really, like came up with. Right. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, and it just, everything that embodies the culture.
And that's what stood out to me when I first saw it was the colors. Yeah.
Yes.
It's like,
It's candy paint.
It draws you out. Yeah, no doubt. No doubt.
Everything that embodies the culture, you already know. When you come to Houston, it's all about the purple. It's all about purple. You know what I'm saying? And so we hit them boys up with the Purple City. You know what I'm saying? And like the colorways are pretty dope. You know what I'm saying? And that's what we do. And that's what we wanted to do. We wanted to bring something that would embody the culture, and something that, you know what I'm saying, that would just leave a lasting effect. You know what I'm saying? Check this one out. This is para la raza.
It's what?
You know what I'm saying? Para la raza.
Okay.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? For my Hispanic culture. I love you guys. We appreciate everything that you guys do for us. So we wanted to just let you guys know that we appreciate you, and we come up with something just as cool as this, which represents, you know, the Mexican flag. You know what I'm saying? The red, white, and green as well. Exactly. Because, you know, if it wasn't for those guys, there'd be no us. You know what I'm saying? Everybody knows that.
We so connected.
Yes.
We all a part of the same family, man.
Yes.
And it's a beautiful thing. How has the reception been, bro? Because like I said, I see you everywhere, man. I seen you at the Houston Texans. Weren't you with the Texans owner or something?
I was with the Texans owner. I was the owner and his wife. And they, you know what I'm saying, they gave us a blessing and gave us a shout out. H-Town State of Mind, the owner of the Houston Texans. And with that, this is the Houston Texans collection. Right here, yes. You know what I'm saying? And with that, we got, you know, the old school Houston Oilers colors, which is the, you know, the Oilers blue colors.
Love you blue, man.
You say Lucky Blue?
Love you. You're young. See, you don't really love you blue.
So you know what I'm saying? This is just, like I said, just something that, you know what I'm saying, it just, once again, it's just something that embraces, you know what I'm saying, our city.
How did you get? See, because I know how you get down, right? I know you a hustler, man. How did you even get in the vicinity of the McNairs to where was you standing behind the gate going, hey? How did you set up a meeting? How did it go down when you got to them?
Well, they were pretty accessible throughout the whole camp. I went to a couple of training camps. I went, actually, not a couple. I went to a few. You know what I'm saying? I definitely wanted to see number 7. You know what I'm saying? See that shot. I wanted to see what he had. You know what I'm saying? What he was going to bring to the table. And so with that, you know, they really made themselves accessible. You know what I'm saying? And when they did that, I just once again saw it as my opportunity. You know, and she was like, and you know, I had on one of my signature H-Town State of Mind Texans T-shirts, and she was like, "Let me look at that," and I was like, "Look at that," and so you know, I gave her one of our cards. I said, you know, we'd love to be a part if you guys, you know, want anything to do with that, and then. And with that, you know, she signed a couple of autographs for my kids on football. You know, Cal signed the autograph as well on the football as well. And I just asked them, I said, what do you think about H-Town State of Mind? And I got it on camera. It was like H-Town State of Mind. You know, so it's pretty dope.
You know what I want you to talk about, bro?
Yes, sir.
I want you to talk about having the courage to make that move when you see a window of opportunity open. Because a lot of people, they say, man, I want my stuff to pop out, but they don't take the kind of risk that's necessary to get indoors. So while you was telling that story, that's all I'm thinking about. Like, he took the chance. Some people go, nah,
you already,
you gotta move on it, man.
Okay, and there's an old saying, you know, in our culture. A closed mouth don't get fed.
That's right.
Am I correct? Am I correct?
That's right.
Okay, and another thing that they always tell me is, you know what I'm saying, no question is a dumb question. You know what I'm saying? So it's like if you are, I guess you could say, if you are pleased with your product and you don't have any problems with your product and you're confident about your product, then you want everybody to know about it. And I don't care who you are. I don't care if you're a billionaire owner or if you're, you know, a regular cat on the street just working. You know what I'm saying? And you know, I don't know if I got this money to buy this shirt, but you know, you're gonna have this money to buy this shirt. You know what I'm saying?
And I noticed the owner. He seems like he was rocking a couple years ago, but now it seems like he's reaching out a little bit more.
And exactly, and that was one thing that I saw as well. I was like, you know, he was kind of standoffish, you know, back in the day. You know, there was some controversy with number 10 back in the day when, you know, they had you can't let the prisoners run the
I didn't like that.
Exactly. So for a minute, I was like, you know, this guy's kind of standoffish, but you know, as I had an opportunity, you know, to like really engage with him, I was like, you know, this guy's a people person just like anybody else.
Right.
So I just, like I said, took it upon myself, you know what I'm saying, to reach out to him and, you know what I'm saying, and it was nothing but love, and I appreciate them for that.
Business is business, you know.
Yes, exactly.
Because what happens is a lot of times if you get in those doors, then it's gonna benefit the people who we're trying to market to reach anyway.
Exactly.
So
exactly.
At the end of the day, you got to swing for the fence sometimes.
You have to all the time.
I seen him eating a trail burger.
Yes. Yeah, you swing for the fences no matter what.
Yeah.
No matter what you're doing, you swing for the fences at all times.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because you never know who's gonna be there, who's gonna be in the background, who's gonna be somebody who has the influence to get you to where you gotta go. Right. So no matter where you at, you know what I'm saying? Hey, you just have to go for it.
Let me ask you this.
Anything.
How did you get to this point, man? Like, were you born with just this sales and spirit,
man,
or is it something?
You know, because look here, because from the second Rock walked in, he started setting it up, and that's like, man. Look, I love that, bro, because you was like, hey, man, I'm here to promote. I'm gonna promote. You know what I'm saying? I got my stuff there. Hey, y'all gonna see what it is. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you know,
that's a good question.
That's awesome. That's an awesome question, and I don't, you know what I'm saying? I really just don't know how it came about. You know, with being on the music scene with these legends, you know, my brother SBC, Point Blank, you know, King Killer, 20 to Life, you know, all those guys. You know what I'm saying? It's just like it's like they almost just like showed me the path. You know what I'm saying? Like you just can't. If you have a product and you're so happy about your product, you want everybody to know about it. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And so with that, that's just what, you know what I'm saying, drove me to take it to that level. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? If that makes any sense. I don't know if that makes any sense or not. Yeah. Okay, but like I said, it's just, you know what I'm saying, just watching these guys, you know what I'm saying, go for it and just really, you know what I'm saying, pound the pavement, boots to the ground, you know what I'm saying, go out there and show individuals that, you know, I'm here, I got this, I can make this happen, you know, and they, you know what I'm saying, succeeded. So with that, you know what I'm saying, I just took that same mantra and just took it and ran with it, you know what I'm saying? And just, like I said,
y'all got something I think is important too. Y'all got the family dynamic going too.
Yes. Yeah, I know that's very, very important.
Yeah, and the way, you know, PSK get down, how is the dynamic as far as how y'all work in terms of roles? Like in your role, like, hey man, let me get out here and go around and mark. And then PSK, I know he gonna grind too, but he's a known name that can actually get the product seen and bring credibility to it because of he. Is that how y'all look at it?
That's pretty much how we look at it. And I am more of a people person. You know what I'm saying? I like to be in any individual's face. You know, and I'll talk to you about my product, this, that, and the other. Whereas, you know, PSK's been in the spotlight for a minute, so he kind of falls back a little bit. But don't take it away from him. You know what I'm saying? Because when I need him, you know what I'm saying, he'll be right there. You know what I'm saying, to show out. But you know what I'm saying, as that just like you said, you know, he has his role and I have my, you know what I'm saying, boots to the ground role. And that's what I like. You know what I'm saying? I like to be in their face. You know what I'm saying? My brother likes to do a lot of promotion on social media and you know, and I'm not really that social media type cat. You know what I'm saying? When, you know what I'm saying, I have to get better at that. You know what I'm saying?
But you know, it's balanced though.
Exactly.
Because what you may not specialize in, he may, or your strength might not be his strength. So but it all comes together for the whole.
It all comes together for the holistic goal.
Yeah.
And that's for us, you know, to get our product out and just, you know, and we have nothing but, you know, like the awesome success from it. Like everybody loves it.
And that's why I want to go next. So how has the reception been and just with the people?
Like I said, this is something I just thought up. Like I told you, you know what I'm saying. I woke up and I was like, you know, let's try this out. Let's try something for the city. You know what I'm saying? And it's just been blowing. And it's just really been blowing. You know what I'm saying? From individuals like yourself for bringing me up here. You know what I'm saying? K-RINO Promotions. I'm pretty sure you know her and Caleb. Her and Caleb Johnson.
K-Dog.
Yes. K-Dog. You know, Texas 101 Jams.
Absolutely.
With, you know, the KL. Yes. One Code Key, Jalen. You know what I'm saying? They all sport the gear. You know what I'm saying? They all support the movement as well. So, you know what I'm saying? It's just been nothing but love.
That's what's up. And look. He say, man, bro, what size y'all wear? He blessed the game.
He blessed the game.
He didn't bring one shirt. He probably like a I'm good now for about the next 2 or 3 weeks.
I'm telling y'all, so y'all know what to do on y'all next couple. I got y'all wardrobe, and I brought some of our dopest designs for y'all. Like I said, I got the original.
Yeah, I got the purple.
You got the purple drip, and then I
seen that one. That's
the camo. Yeah, that's the camo right there. You know
that's the game on that one.
Yeah. So you know what I'm saying. So you know.
So come on, man. I'm the t-shirt king, man. I don't wear nothing but t-shirts.
Okay, well, you know.
So you already know you gonna.
Hey, y'all almost got a week's worth of clothes to put on.
And I need it.
Yeah,
I had to compete with K's t-shirt game. But let me ask you this: when it comes to competing, when like you and your brother, I know you got a lot of different venues, and you got a lot of different venues.
Yes.
But when it really comes down to the real competition, who has the better beer?
Let me tell you.
Well, look, that don't PSK in the back. I don't know how to see him.
Hey, I'm telling you. Hey, me, I let it go. You know what I'm saying? I let it go. You have to embrace the gray. You know what I'm saying? You have to embrace the gray. You know what I'm saying?
So what you trying to say? PSK got some gentlemen. He got some gentlemen and everything.
I can't speak on the next individual.
All right, well, let me say it. You know, I always say his name. KSP 31. You got the just for being working, bro. Come on, man.
Hey, look here, man. Like I said, hey, look here.
And you the baby brother. So that let me know he got some just for me and popping. I already know that. I already know that.
Hey, look here. It's an H-Town state of mind. It's Royal Mammoth. We're doing a major on our man. We want to thank you guys. You know what I'm saying?
I don't want to get him in no trouble with the big bro, man. Look, I don't want to get myself in no trouble.
I'm telling you. Awesome, man.
Well, let me ask you this. So how can people get the product? I know if they run into you on the street somewhere, but how can they get it online? I know it's
definitely. You can get it online. We're at www.lowrockentertainment.com. Okay. You can definitely go right there and go to the merch tab, and everything is right there. You know what I'm saying? You go down to the create shirts. Okay. You can create your own shirt. You can create your own hat. Once you purchase it, all shipping is included. We'll get that thing out to you within 3 to 5 days.
The hats, too.
The hats are pretty dope. You know what I'm saying? There are Richardson trucker hats. We also have bucket hats as well, and we also have fitted hats as well.
Yeah, this is nice.
Yes. So like I said, just something, you know what I'm saying, slight, and just something that embraces the city, and just, you know what I'm saying, just gives it life.
Any social media or anything?
Social media, you can hit me up on Houston Rocko on Instagram. You can also hit Low Rock Entertainment. That's my music.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I don't want to come in here and talk on the music. All we want to do is just talk about, you know what I'm saying?
These are hard, man.
Thank y'all so much. You know what I'm saying? We really appreciate that. And like I said, it just means so much. You know what I'm saying? Just I guess you could say a vision.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then once you put that vision together, and then you see individuals like purchasing it, like they're really liking it. Yeah. Like it's an incredible.
It's just like
the music.
It's like you have something in your mind, and you bring it from your mind into a actual physical reality.
You put a plan behind it,
and that's a example of how God worked through us. Like just He manifested the whole universe into existence now. So we have the ability to do the same thing on our level.
Yes.
You know, and if you believe in it, like Rock said, and believe in it and work it, then bam, there it is. God's faith, man.
It's awesome, man. It's been awesome. It's
well,
awesome.
we're going to bring you back up in a second because we want to bring our next guest on, but we want to consolidate y'all because we got to ask y'all some questions about the ins and outs so people who are trying to do what y'all do can get some understanding.
Awesome.
So we'll bring you in a second. H-Town Rocko, my brother, man. Raw Mammoth, man. Y'all don't understand. Y'all, what you're seeing on the camera don't do it no justice, man.
This is candy cane right here, right?
Thank you guys so very much, man. And on behalf of my big bro, PSK 13, Royal Mammoth, H-Town State of Mind Collection, we just want to thank y'all, man. Appreciate y'all so much, man. Absolutely. And you guys can always, like I say, tap in with us at www.lowrockentertainment.com. Hit the merch icon, go down and create your shirt, create your hat, create your hoodie. It's about to be fall. it's major. You know what I'm saying? You can also hit us up on the Instagram as well. Check Roy Mammoth USA on Instagram, Houston Rocko on Instagram, Low Rock Life on Instagram. And I just want to thank the platform for allowing us to come in here and just speak on everything that we've got going on. Thank you guys. Thanks everybody so much.
Well, you hold tight, Rocko. We finna bring you back. Don't go nowhere. We finna bring you back.
We right here. We right here.
Man, we are back, man. Underground Dialogue Podcast. Check it out. This is special because, I was thinking something like about this, Keystone. This is our first time having a female guest on the show. And since we've been doing this since January.
We've been doing more than January.
With
oh my God, we ain't got one?
Not one.
Wow.
Yeah, been one female guest. But we got one today. And she's a hustler. She's a grinder. She's an entrepreneur. And she's here with us today. The CEO, the founder of StonerBabes, Miss Lex. What's going on, Lex? Tell us what's going on.
Man, a whole lot. A whole lot.
That's a good thing, ain't it?
Yeah, I've been doing events for a while, so I took a break till the end of this year, unless Moneybag or somebody hits me, or K-RINO hit me. And so from there, I just been working on my other business. Yeah. I've been since the recession and stuff. We were talking about that. I've been doing baking. Well, I had started off with that.
Tell us exactly. Let them know what you do. Yeah. And then just
I used to.
Tay is very interesting.
Yeah.
Maybe the baking part.
Yeah, that's the baking. Go ahead.
Go ahead. I'm waiting this week. I'm paying no attention to him.
Yeah, I started off as brownie babes.
Okay.
Oh, I got you.
Okay, so I was first gonna do that, but then I met, I don't know if you know Rashi?
Oh yeah.
I met Rashi.
Legend, OG.
So one day he was like, with his friendly stuff. He's like, "Hey Lexy, you hustler. Why don't you hustle these trays?" Yeah. He gave me I ain't gonna lie, he blessed my game. He gave me trays, and I was like, He's like, "Yeah, you deal with," because I was doing 420 brownies. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So he's like, "Yeah, you got these trays, you know what I'm saying?" He was all talking, how he talking.
Yeah, you know all right.
And, and he was gone. Yeah. I was like, all right. So then I ended up okay, let me try it. Yeah. So I am doing it, and I sold out quick, and I was like, oh, okay, cool. So then I was like, let me look into this more. So I started doing research, and then I wanted to do something. I see, the men industry, a lot of men in the industry of 420 was men, mostly men. So I just I'm gonna do something for the ladies. So I ended up getting more girly trays, with girl characters, pink, even with the backwoods pink, just purple, more for the ladies. So that's how I started doing. And then that's when StonerBabes came on. So then I'm like, okay, so it just kicked from there.
So it's just you, or do you got a partner? Because sometimes I see you might have somebody helping you, but I don't know if you hey, I'm the head honcho. And,
well, I started off with someone, but it just, it didn't work out. So I just kept it, too. Right now I'm just one deep, and I have.
Keep that in mind, because I want to ask her a question about that. when people start with you and then they fall off.
Yeah, so I ended up starting with some of it, but it just didn't work out. Yeah. And then, so I just kept going and going, doing my thing. And then I kept it on. And then, so I just started, then I had a shop at the flea. I started the flea. Yeah. I had ended up, because I was doing everything from home. Everything from the back of my trunk. I was selling, trays.
Like the CDs.
I feel like y'all, when y'all sell y'all CDs. Right. I was selling,
from state to state.
I started off with little baggies of grams and eyelashes. I started off with, I had weed socks, but they were purple pink. It was for the ladies, what I'm saying? I was thinking about them because they didn't really have too much. Now it's it's getting up there as far as women, but they didn't have nothing for us. So I started doing stuff for us, because I used to hear a lot of girls complain man, we don't have nothing for us. When I go to the smoke shop, they used to get something for their dude, but they have nothing for them. So
what's one of the top sellers that a lot of people, the most popular thing?
What all products do you have, first of all?
I got a tray. I have a lot of girl trays. They'll have Powerpuff Girls, Jasmine, but they're smoking. And mostly roach clips for women because they have long nails. I make those too, and I did pretty much good with that one. And then I have grinders, But now I do baking too, because I have another one. It's together. It's brownie with a buzz, because I was only selling brownies for a minute, but then now I'm doing cakes, strawberry cake. I got birthday parties, people hitting me. It just, I didn't know it was gonna go to that level. Like it just, it just happened. They're like, hey, can you infuse this, or hey, this and that. Like,
so I can't eat none of the sweet stuff.
Well, I take a regular
Me being the smoking non-cannabis guy, I can't even. If they slip me a brownie by accident, I'm be messed up out here, man.
Now, if you eat the treats, do you get the munchies from eating?
Hey, that's a hell of a question, man.
Yeah, that's the crazy part.
You trapped in a loop.
Yeah, you do. Like, I make them regular too, because everybody, but people just want to support, so they'll just be like, hey, can you make me a brownie, but I don't like to smoke. Or like, yeah, that's cool, so I'll, I won't charge them as much as I do for a regular, for a 421, so.
Well, his birthday's coming up.
Yeah, I'll be 26.
We need to slip.
Let me ask you this, because a lot of times I'll come to an event, and it's been times I've come to an event, and I'll see you there. You'll be posted up.
Yeah. I invite you times, and you came.
Yeah.
He'll come out, and I'm like, poor K-RINO, because they be like, smoking in there, and I see him like, I'm like, I'm sorry, I didn't know. They be like,
no, look, but I respect the grind, I respect the hustle, but I'll see you at these events, getting your grind and getting your hustle on, and to be honest with you, when you go to certain events and you see people hustling, you see females doing it sometimes, but not a lot. Usually the guys out there putting it in. Have it been an advantage or something that you had to struggle against, like sometimes being only female?
That's a good question. Yes, being a female in this industry, especially I know a lot of artists and stuff, it's, I have to work like double, triple y'all. They'll see you, okay, me it's like, some guys, they want to look at you like, oh, is she gonna, I want to get some from her, or we're gonna work together. I'm gonna get her number. And sometimes some guys are professional, they keep it like, we're just doing business, but it just be like that, and it's hard for a female.
You know how I feel to be a female rapper now.
Yeah, and I give it to them. Like I that's what I used to do. That's how I started too. I started collabing with artists, so they'll have their merch on my table. I have my stuff, and we'll collaborate. Yeah, we get it popping, and that's what I really wanted to do it for the women. Yeah. But it didn't work like that. It's like women. It's just sad how it is, because women be hating on women.
Why do everybody say that? Women say that.
It's the truth.
I mean, that's amazing, because it's like that's the main thing you hear. And not guy, you hear other women say exactly what you said. Yeah. Why is it so hard, seemingly, for some women to work together and just hang out together, but especially in business,
I mean, as far as me, I ain't no hater, man. I done told all my groups plenty of times, like, y'all want to work with me, let's make some money, blah, blah, blah. It's just people, I don't know if it's jealousy, I don't know. I mean, it shouldn't be like that. And it's just easier, as far as me, it's just easier when you work with a male. Like, I mean, I did try it with women, and it just, something's always like, it's some bitterness, and I don't understand that, honestly.
It would seem like that if somebody buys in to the vision, that it would be something that they would want to stay on board with. Like we was talking to Rocko, with him and PSK, it's like, you have family members that can't work together and do business together as well.
Exactly.
But if y'all on the same page and see the vision, there also have been times where two people might not even get along, Shaq and Kobe, but we gonna win it.
Exactly.
So that's always disappointing when I hear, that females can't, because it really is something that could attract the business if it's done the right way.
And on the surface, it looks like women advocate for women all the time on the surface, but my whole entire life I've heard the exact same thing.
Yeah. I mean, I've tried, like I said, my whole group first, like my business started off for women. Like I wanted women to be with other women. We want to collab. Let's do this to get the money together. But it ended up not working like that. It ended up working with more like male artists. I mean, well, something's coming up finally. I'm working with a woman. She's an artist, and I've been wanting to work with this girl like for so long. She finally like, okay, like I'm like finally. And she was at my last event, and her name is LBG. Shout out to her. So she's watching.
All right.
And I've been wanting to work with her, so we're about to start popping on some stuff, and I'm really thankful because like I've been wanting to work with her, and it's hard. Like I don't know what it is like. I don't know. It's like sometimes I'm like, dang, like we can do it. Like don't get scared because like I put my name out there. I've been grinding. I came from the mud. I didn't get no loans. I didn't get no handouts. Ain't nobody. I didn't have mom and dad money like that. Yeah. I came from the grind and. I worked hard. I went to events. I remember taking the bus just to go to my flea market. I didn't have my car. Like I done took Uber. Uber done took all my money before, you know. So it's just like I bust my ass, you know, trying to get there. And people just don't understand that. I got a special needs child and you know, of course her needs come first no matter what. My kids are before everybody, but you know, I have to deal with her. Sometimes I'm up all day with her. I ain't getting no sleep. Right. And then I have to go do an event. Yeah. So it's like people don't know the back end what I go through. And I got another daughter too, like I have to give her attention too. It's just you know, I have to balance out being a mom, being a businesswoman, and then when you have women hating on you, they don't even know what I've been through. Yeah. You know, and to me, I don't go with that drama. I'm here to make money. I'm here to let's do this, and then I gotta go home. Like I don't stay at the club all night. Yeah, like when I make my money, I'm gone. I don't need to be there. Like there's no reason.
Focus on the mission.
Yeah, I just gotta go.
You know what's crazy? Listening to everything you said, it makes me wanna just look at the camera and just that eliminates for anybody that's trying to say they want to try to do something, get something popping off. Yeah. That eliminates all excuses because it's always a way to still get your work done. And a lot of times we can complain about what we got to go through and deal with every day, but the complaint should not interfere with the process of still getting it done. Exactly. You can cry and whine while you're working. Yeah. But some people, they never experience the reality of their vision because the first little hitch that comes along, they just give up. You know, so what you saying that's real.
Yeah, that's just real talk. Like people don't know what people are going through. Like you don't, you know, I lost my house just burned down like 5 months ago. Oh, but I cried? Of course, I was devastated.
Yeah, I know that's right. I've been crying.
I cried for 2 days, but guess what? I had to get up. My kids need me. Yeah. You know, like I said, when my daughter got autism, she needs me. My other daughter needs me too. I can't just sit on bed all day. Of course, I let it out, and then boom, I was back to the grind. I lost a lot of inventory stuff, but it didn't stop me. Yeah. My baking even got better. You know what I'm saying? I started just getting on there. I started advertising. I started promoting. I had to promote. I don't know, like to me, I put all my hurt into my hustle. Yeah, that's how I look at it.
It's like music.
That's the bar.
Yeah.
Put their hurt in the hustle.
Hurting your hustle. That's a t-shirt.
There you go.
Hey, hold up.
Let's go loud. Let's make it happen.
Let me ask you this. Who is your favorite baker or someone that you look into and say, like you take your inspiration from?
Martha Stewart.
Martha Stewart?
Nice.
Yeah.
Martha Stewart. OG.
Yeah, I've been watching her.
Martha Stewart done did more time than some of these rappers.
That is so freaking hilarious.
It's crazy how like I'm listening to everything said. You know, back in the church day, they say you see the glory, but you don't know my story. Yeah. And a lot of people, what you'll probably see as you start to get bigger and progress, people will start trying to jump on the train once they see it's moving in the right direction.
Yeah, and that's scary too, because you don't know their intentions. Also, like you got to go with. I usually, women got intuition, but we also, like that's scary also because you don't know what this person is, is about. They really, they're really loyal to. They really want, or they're trying to get like not to be like that, but on some real stuff. So I bake. I do 420, but people want to know the recipe. Right. I done heard people ask me, and that's like so rude to me. I think that's so rude. It's like me asking him where he gets his shirts at. It's none of my business. Yeah. I need to go out there and find it like you did. You know? Yeah. I think that's the most rudest thing you can ask a business owner or someone small business. Where did you get? That's so rude to me. Like they're asking me, what do you use on your baking? Yeah. Like. Yeah. Why the game supposed to be sold, not told?
You ever seen that Geico commercial where the little lizard bring the guy some cookie? They just moved the neighborhood. He told him, what's this, cinnamon? Yeah. He said, no, it's my mom's recipe. You put nutmeg in it. Hey man, it's my mom's recipe. It's rude because it's like, what is your motive for asking me my formula.
Exactly.
You know? See, just tell me it tastes good or you like it or whatever and move around. You ain't gonna walk in
They
McDonald's
be
and
a
have some much
supporter.
special sauce in it.
Yeah, and that's why I get it. Like, and I'm just like how time just ignored. Like I said, I don't. Back in the day, before, you know, when I was young, maybe I would have probably pop off. But I'm older now. I'm mature. Like I said, I gotta show my little girls examples. I can't be all in jail and all that.
And you the boss. See,
Yeah.
one thing we recognize as we start to move forward, it's going to be different types of people that we come into contact with, and people are going to try just to see if you're naive. They're going to try to see if you gullible or if they can pass it over.
Oh, yeah.
Once you establish yourself in the level of respect that you command, you know, those people go away. You know, resist the devil and they'll flee. So, you know, it's not going to stop. They gonna keep going. They try to master how to deal with it. Because that is that's
like,
weird. That's
you'd be surprised in my inbox. It's just I'm just like half the time I don't even. I'm just like okay, like, and then sometimes someone that you try to work like there's an artist I'm gonna say I tried to work with him, didn't even give me he never even read my message. Like about a year ago, what's up, Lexy? How you been? I'm like, bro, I've been trying to work with you. Because I do a lot of events. And the events, and my events stand out because I get artists, and not just, I have top ones and I got ones that are just coming up. I don't believe in like, talent is talent. There's so much talent in Houston. There's some, I mean, even in Texas. I have people from Texas, like San Antonio. I have people from Tyler, Texas come out to my events to be in there. There's so much talent here. But like I said, a lot of it is like, to me, I feel like some of these guys that do music, they're not even talented. They just got money. And some of the guys that, like, a lot of them, like some are good, they're in jail. Some are good, they don't have that much money, but they're good. But if people gave them a chance, I think, man, they will blow up. They'll be.
We live in a world, in a society now that you can practically buy your way into any industry. If you have the money, hey, I can be a rapper, I can do this, I can do that. So it makes it difficult even for the fan base to sift through and pull out the diamonds, you know, that are involved in all the other stuff. You got to actually find that stuff in the midst of all
and that's why in my events, I gave everyone a chance. Anybody, people from Tyler, Texas, people from San Antonio, I try to give everyone like a freaking chance on it. Like anybody, even a young guy, 21 years old. All of them had to start from somewhere. Because I had been asked that before by other artists. Why you have him? Like, who is he? You have no names. I'm like, bro, I go, you started somewhere too.
And then you know what's crazy about that? We had these kind of conversations. I always think about something that Mr. Farr kind of said. Like, when you try to build something up, never go for the big wigs first. You go for the grassroots. Because it's way more just regular folks like us than it is rich millionaire, billionaire. That bracket represents only a small percentage of society. So if you consolidate the so-called little people and get them, then as the minister said, the big wigs will come later on. So when you was talking about the artist that got in your inbox, he might have seen your movement. He may have seen from where you was when you was trying to get at him all the way to where you getting to now. It's like, oh, so she was real with it. Oh, she was. It's like the girl you didn't like in school, and then a few years later, when y'all get to high school, you come back in the summer like, hey, wait a minute. Like, now don't try to holler at me now. You know, so
that's how it kind of feels. Like, that's a point you made.
So you stay on your grind, stay on it. Go, love who love you. That's how you get.
That's how I had to learn. In this industry, you have to be your biggest fan. Every day, I have to like motivate myself. I have to get in that mirror and be like, man, Lexy, come on, get up, you got this. Even though I'm having the worst day, even I didn't sleep, just I had to motivate myself. I had to learn. I gotta be my biggest fan. I gotta clap for myself, and I do. When my anniversary just came up, 5 years in the game. Thank you. Appreciate that.
Awesome.
And I had to. Remember that I had to be like, dang, remember where I came from. I came from just, like I said, selling like grams and eyelashes in the bag, selling weed stacks, selling out my trunk, and I ended up opening up the flea.
Come on, man.
It just is what it is.
What's the best part of being an entrepreneur to you?
The best part, I get to make my own schedule. I get to be there for my daughter. Like, she's in gymnastics and karate and crafts, so I can go to see that. I don't miss out.
So this is all you do?
No.
Okay.
I work. Well, I had to end up working because I lost my house, but it's just building up for myself.
Yeah.
So I bartend right now, but they can always let go of me.
Right. Yeah.
So it just is what it is. I always look at it like that, man, and it's the truth.
She just dropped the seed.
You can't be fired from StonerBabes.
Yeah, exactly. I can't be fired from
but the seed that you just dropped was to just teach people that not to rest on what you think is a security blanket. Even if it's your 9 to 5 job, even you've been there, man, I've been working there, I've been here 22 years. I saw a video, I don't know if you saw this, Rocko, a guy who had been working for 30 years, they told him his 401k wasn't no good. You saw that?
Yes.
He had been there 30 years, and he in there like, man, I've been here 30. He just losing it, but they nonchalant like, hey man, I'm sorry, ain't nothing we can do. Yeah. So that's just an example of, if we don't start doing it for ourselves, they could snatch that rug at any moment, and if we don't have nothing to fall on, then we run around caught with our drawers around our ankles. So that seed you dropped, that was major, man. That was major. I don't trust nothing that I'm not doing. The plane that I'm not in control of.
And you don't put as much into it.
Oh yeah.
You got your name, your figures behind this. You gonna put 110% on it. Just make sure that your name ain't gonna be crazy.
And that happened to me. I had put my name, which is StonerBabes. I had a guy come in and did a music video at one of these bars working at. Let him come in, put in the bar on there, and then he let me go because I told him that I had to go get my daughter. So do you see, that's why right there, that was a lesson. I put all I was representing this man's thing, and that wasn't even mine. And he let me go just because I never called in. I'm that type. I hate being late. You see, I can't early. I'm like the early person. I don't like being late. I leave my clothes out the day before. I'm just that type. And I'm real prepared. And
he did you a favor.
Yeah, that's how I looked at it. You moved me from there for a reason.
Because he didn't deserve. See, you just described your work ethic. You just described your professionalism. And if a person don't appreciate that, they don't deserve those qualities, and you can incorporate that and put all that energy into doing it for yourself. Or if you do have to go and get down with somebody else, somebody that appreciate. So that's what it is. Let them know where they can get in touch with you, where they can get product and all that.
You can go on. You can look me up, StonerBabes Lexy. I'm on Facebook, mostly Facebook. I have Instagram too. It's barely getting up there. I usually put most of my baking stuff on there mostly, and then I have StonerBabes Lexy. It's gonna be the fire, the heart, and the kiss emojis, and then I have a group, and then I have a lot of followers on there, and then I usually do raffles. I have stuff on there products, and I have my baking, and people always hit me up all the time. So you can add me. I don't mind.
Done deal. Lexy in the building, StonerBabes in the building, man, giving us that game, and really just.
And then
it's like this conversation was more on just some principles of the game, life principles, because with the interactions with people and situations. So all that is inclusive when you're trying to build up your business, because we in the in the people business.
And these days, when you support a business, you just don't support the business. It's really the person that you support as well. That's why it's so important to people to like the person that's over it. Customer service is super important because we buy into you plus the business. So with the story that you just told, I mean, I'm telling you, they're gonna be getting at her. StonerBabes is more than what you just more than beast to cover, man.
Well, we appreciate you, Lex. We gonna stay right here because we gonna bring our brother Rocko back in, because we gotta ask y'all some questions. Really, just in a similar vein, just some principle questions and how to deal with some of the stuff that new entrepreneurs and aspiring entrepreneurs may have to deal with, and things that y'all have already faced. So we'll be back at y'all in a hot second.
1 second.
Yeah, man, we are back, man, and as y'all can see, we have consolidated the panel because I think one of the biggest things that a lot of people are trying to focus on in today's society, but they are not really mashing the gas like they should, is entrepreneurship. We was talking off camera about just the frustration of having to get up and work for somebody else and just be on your grind all the time. And all you're basically doing is putting your lifeblood into somebody else's vision and dream. And you can look up and now you 72 and haven't realized any of your own vision. So I wanted to ask y'all, like, what have been some of the things, what are some of the things that you would tell any aspiring entrepreneur that started off but they hit a road bump and now they got in their mind, man, it ain't gonna work. I'm just gonna go and let that go. But a lot of people quit, man. I'll let y'all go in.
And how many times have y'all hit that road? And had to say, don't quit, or talk yourself through it.
Yes, there's definitely gonna be roadblocks.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Always know that when you come into it, don't think that it's gonna just be all gravy. There's gonna be roadblocks. But one thing you have to know that you just have to literally wake up, let yourself know that it's gonna be okay, and keep pushing forward. If you keep pushing forward, keep being consistent, you're gonna get that. You're gonna get that break. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna be able. Something's gonna pop off for you. You know what I'm saying? You just have to stay consistent with it. That's the only consistency is the key.
Yes.
You know, so and anybody would tell you that. You know, I'm just saying stuff that what I've heard before. But you know, my whole thing is I get up every day. Like, what can I do to make myself better? What did you not do yesterday that you can possibly do today? That can, you know what I'm saying? That can help your whole situation out. You know what I'm saying? Like that's where I'm at. You know what I'm saying? And man, and just hey, one thing, just stay active.
There you go. Yeah, you got to
stay active. You know what I'm saying? Don't get stagnant. If you feel if you get down, you don't. You know what I'm saying? Just bounce back, man. You are your biggest critic, of course. You know what I'm saying? So just bounce back. You know what I'm saying? Get out there, take a walk, get some nature in your life. You know what I'm saying? Take an outside walk. You know what I'm saying? Get something, you know what I'm saying? Eat you some fresh fruit or something. So you know what I'm saying? So you can get your mind together.
Separate yourself from the environment for a second.
Step out. You know, just step out. You know what I'm saying? And try something different for one day, and then go back to what you've been doing, but implement something different every day.
What would you tell people who's on that verge of quitting?
I'll tell them that don't expect every day to be a golden egg. Like, every day you're not gonna make $1 million. It don't happen like. For instance, like, a lot of people go to events, they think they're gonna make like I'm like, you're not. Like, people got to get to know you. When you go to them events, like, I've been to events, I've been outside, hot, and I was red as a lobster. You know, my skin's light. I've been to events that I made $2. But the next event, this guy was like, hey, I remember you at the event, and I wanted to get that, but I didn't have money at the time. So you're not gonna make it every day, but there's free advertising. Like, I don't understand people that have businesses that don't advertise themselves. That is bizarre to me. You have to advertise. Facebook is one of the major free advertisers. Instagram free. Snapchat, it's free. Even TikToks. You make TikToks. TikTok's getting up there. So.
Or even free. You. Look at these.
Walking billboards every day.
You're right.
I'm a walking billboard every day, and I tell them, you know, hey, I'm a designer. You know what I'm saying? I tell them, I'm a designer. You know what I'm saying? I wear my own clothes. I have some Jordans on my feet. You know what I'm saying, or something like that. But I'm always gonna have H-Town State of Mind, Royal Mammoth, Royal Mammoth. You know what I'm saying? Like on my body.
I tell people a lot of times I try to equate it to like hitting the pinata. You ain't gonna knock the candy out the first swing. You keep hitting it, then you puncture it and you penetrate. Sooner or later, you gonna hit it that one time and everything gonna fall out.
And all the fruits gonna pop out.
And crazy, because that was gonna be my next question. It's gonna be, how many losses is too many losses, or how many losses do you figure out until you say, well, this is too many losses, I need to stop.
Look at if you fall down 99 times, you know what I'm saying? Get up for that 100. You know what I'm saying?
That might be the one.
And that's gonna be the one.
There you go.
That's gonna be the one. Yes. We already. Everybody knows it. Everybody knows I guess you could say, the blueprint to get it done. The only thing is that you have to stick to that plan.
There you go.
You have to stick to it no matter what. If you want to succeed. If you want to succeed, stick to it. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's had, you know what I'm saying, roadblocks or speed bumps in the way. But you know what I'm saying? You just have to stick to it and keep pushing.
Because that's how I wanted the people to get to know that. Because a lot of times, you know, people say, I'm going to stop this on Saturday and just try my side business and see this happen. Oh, it didn't work that one time. I'm going to try one more time. It didn't work that time. It wasn't meant to be.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like when people do events, that's what I'm saying. A lot of the vendors, I have vendors, you know, and they be thinking that they're gonna make. I'm like, you're not, but you're getting out there. I'm putting you out there. Use me, put you out there, because I have a lot of followers. I got people that know that I do events, so they're always looking at my vendors. They're looking at my artists. That's why I try to get different. Every event, I always try to get someone different, like different artists, anybody. Like I try to give, you know, like I said, I don't always get the big dog. Sometimes I get the one that's just barely coming out the, you know, and it's just is what it is, man. And then it's just fair game too. Like they want you to show love, but you got to show love back. A lot of the vendors, they want you to buy for them. But what are you? I try to almost all of it. I try to go around. I'm usually busy, of course, you know. I'm walking with my head cut off. Like I'm hearing this excuses, blah blah blah. But I try to be like fair. Like I try to go buy something. They have stuff that, you know. You just gotta be fair. Like you want show love, you get love, and that's the truth. That's why I get a lot of respect in this, and because I always show love to if it's artists, to vendors, but they get mad. Oh, I'm like, because you don't show love either. I have never seen. There's some vendors they don't even buy nothing from nobody. They just want you to buy theirs, and I'm just like, I have stuff too.
And then you know what I was thinking about, because something that both of y'all did when y'all came here and did it voluntarily. Both of y'all gave us product. So I think that's very important, because in music it's the same way. If nobody knows me as an artist, I can't just be, hey man, buy my album. Buy my album. I gotta give you a sample. I remember being a little boy in the grocery store back when I ate meat, and that'd be a lady in the thing with some toothpicks with some sausage on there, and they giving them away. And I'll circle back and try to get about 9 of them. But they're giving them away to say, man, this is good. I'm gonna go buy them. Where these sausages? So that's the whole point of, like, sometimes, like when Rock say, I'm a walking billboard. Now you have to create other walking billboards until you get the demand up to make people say, well, man, who is this? Who is this? Who is that? Because even the creator of the product can only be in one place at one time. But if this person has a shirt, that person has this and this and that, then they say, man, where you get that from? And sooner or later. So talk about ground up marketing, from the mud marketing. What steps are y'all taking to be that that next name? Because we have a problem in our society, in my opinion, when it comes to products, where we just look at who already out there. That's that name brand, that name brand, that name brand, and I have a tendency to look down on the brother or sister that's coming. Hey man, my stuff, this look good as anything that you can get from anybody, anywhere. And a lot of these cats, they putting out stuff that's garbage and just selling it because of who they are, by their name. So tell us about just that, any struggles y'all may have just getting the name out there.
Well,
if any.
Yeah. Of course, you know what I'm saying? Just like you said, you know what I'm saying? You can only be so many places. You know what I'm saying? When you can only be at so many places, you know what I'm saying, at any given time. So the only thing that I can do is, when I'm out there, I got a pocket full of flies. I got a pocket full of flies ready to go. You know what I'm saying? Ready for them to know that I got everything on deck. You know what I'm saying? I got what would that gonna flies? Because I will anywhere. It don't matter where I am. When I get ready to go to the grocery store, when I get ready to go to the corner store, when I get ready to go to the grocery store, if anywhere that I go, I want somebody to know about my product.
I was about to ask you, what is the best part? What is the best form of marketing? Is it online? Is it word of mouth? Is it other people's word of mouth? Is it What works the best that you've seen in y'all business?
What I've always loved is hand to hand.
Yeah.
I love hand to hand. I love engaging with individuals. So if I have a flyer, I have a QR code.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You don't have to keep the flyer because everybody nowadays has their phone with them.
Exactly.
All you got to do is hit the scan. You can throw the flyer away after that. I don't care what you do with it. But I want you to hit that scan code, and I'm going to let you know, hey, scan the code. It'll take you directly to my website. You can check out what we have, and from that point, it's on you. And once again, the product is going to sell itself because it's beautiful. So, like I said, to me, what I love the most is hand to hand marketing. You know what I'm saying? I'll get you a 3x4 flyer, which is very small. You can put it in your pocket. It's not going to be something that's you know what I'm saying, like
inconvenient.
Exactly. It's not going to be something overbearing, nothing big. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be a small 3x4 flyer. It's going to have my name. It's going to have my image on there. It's going to have my QR code on there that's going to lead you to my website or lead you to any social media platform that I have, and you'll be able to see that. And as you can see, I don't mean to open up your package. I don't mean to open up your package, but
come with it.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Everything is right there. 3x4 card gives you information right there. Just a quick, hey man, check me out, my hot new stuff right there. And sometimes I won't even talk to an individual, but they'll see my shirt. And they'll be like, oh, that's dope. Yeah. Boom, and I got my flyers right there. But check us out right here, fam. We'll get it. We'll order it to you. You can hit me direct. Everything,
There you go.
QR code, 3x4 card. Yeah. Nice graphics. Nice graphics. Shout out to Nice Graphics. They'll take good care of you.
Nice.
Shout out to Nice Graphics. I got another question.
Anything, brother.
It just skipped my mind at first.
I thought I was the one getting older.
Think of the Nice Graphics. Yeah. It'll come back to you. Okay, go ahead.
But that's a good thing. You showed Lex from just a conversation. You seem to have a lot of patience.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
And I know that's one of the things you have to have as well when you're trying to build it up because it doesn't happen overnight. Can you speak to that in terms of just having that patience? Because I know when you set up a vendor, when you at an event, you can't find yourself just sitting there. I know people. I know people. I have had booths before at events, and I was like, and I gotta get up. I gotta get up and go mingle. You know what I'm saying? So I know it takes a lot of patience.
You have to train yourself. Like I said, you ain't gonna, like I said, every day, every event is not a golden egg. Some people come up to your table, act like they're gonna buy this and that, and they don't buy nothing. Yeah. And you can't take it personally.
Nah.
People, I don't take it wrong. And then you got people also that copy you.
Yeah.
And that's a lot. Yeah, that's a lot of that too.
Talk about that one.
Oh yeah. So I used to do. Well, I still do sometimes. I used to be big on raffles. I used to get trays, like a girly tray, like a makeup palette, like good ones. No cheap, like nothing cheap, and maybe like whatever, a grinder. And I'll do raffles, and then girls are doing it on their page. They were still and a lot of them were stealing clientele. Mm-hmm. They would come on my page and take all my good, raffle ones. Yeah. Oh yeah, that's a lot of that. A lot of that. Yeah. And first I used to get mad, but then I told myself, you know what? Someone had to lead them.
Yes, exactly.
What about trademarking and all that? Because that's very important when you start your right with your boom. That is just to have your logos and all your stuff trademarked to where you can kick back and say, "Oh yeah, go. You want to steal it? Go
ahead, steal it.
We already know.
I hope you got a lot of money when you steal.
I hope you do.
I don't want you to be broke when you steal. I want to hit you.
And that comes with what I'm saying, just being in the game and understanding that a lot of people are gonna try and take a shortcut and somewhat just try and steal something instead of putting the work in. Yeah. So you know what I'm saying? So you have to, once again, you have to go in and you have to make sure that all your bases are covered when you do something like this, because like I said, I've been waiting on somebody to do this. I'm waiting on your tail to come in there I'm waiting on y'all to come through and I want to see a shirt that you know what I'm saying that looks like this, and I'm asking where you got it from because you know what I'm saying we'll put them people in your life.
Because he just got my thought back. That's what I was gonna ask you. Mm-hmm. How important is it to do the education when you're not like off hours, when you're back at home, and you're saying, okay, what's the nice thing? What's the thing that's the top of the line right now? Let me educate myself in something that other people ain't doing right now. How important is that to you and you to stay ahead of the curve? So people can always just be copying it, but you're not copying.
Mm-hmm.
It's just always just trying to reinvent yourself. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? At any given time, always trying to be creative. Always, you know what I'm saying, trying to look for. Just use your brain and just to come up with, you know, something that's just gonna like take it to the next level. That's the only thing I can think of. And like I say, every night I know every night when I'm laying up, I always ask myself, what do you got? What do you got next? You know what I'm saying? How long is this gonna last? And what's your exit plan? What do you got after this? Mm-hmm. So you know what I'm saying? Just always better it. How to better it. You know what can I come up with? You know what I'm saying? And I have a few different concepts. You know what I'm saying that I'm working on. But you know what I'm saying? Just always just trying to better yourself, man. Just no matter what. Yeah. Like I said, and I always do it like right before I go to bed. Yeah. That's what I'm always doing. You know. So for an entrepreneur who's watching this and they're trying to take notes and seeing how I can do this. Tell them how important that is, or what's the first thing one do to start a business, to start something that they might have. They can do nails real good. They can do hats or something. What was that first step that you did that you can tell the camera that they might can do?
First, I just did my research, make sure like I knew what I was getting myself into. Then I wanted to go get my DBA so nobody steals my name. That's one thing they can do. It's not even that much. Just go right there in downtown. But
county courthouse.
Yeah, county courthouse.
County courthouse. I think it's
Carolina.
Yeah, $18.
Yeah, you gotta get that for sure established, and then you go from there. You start making sure this is what you want to do. Mm-hmm. You gotta start doing the events. I think events made me. No, I started working when I did the arts thing. I was kind of like I said, I'm gonna go for it. I'll inbox somebody. Like I inboxed him, he never hit me back until like 6 months later.
He was the rapper you were talking about earlier.
But you know what?
Better late than never.
But persistence is the key.
Not if, it's when.
Persistence is the key.
Persistence is the key. And I have went up to people. I went up to Mexican OT, even though everybody was surrounding me at this car show. I was like, hey. He was like, I was like, okay, got your attention. You got like 10 seconds when everybody, like, especially at the real time, you guys, I was like, hey, I have some cupcakes. I did your song in there, and I owe you. He's like, all right, I get my card, and hopefully one day hits me up. But like, you just got you got only like 10 seconds.
We're talking about a rock Texas practice. It's like you have to do something to make yourself memorable. Yes. You know, if you walk up in the same generic form, the same generic presentation that the other 800 people did, then when that person goes home, whether it's a potential investor, whether it's a partner that you say, man, if I can run into LeBron and give him to wear one of these, and whatever it is, you have to distinguish yourself. So, but speak to. Well, I think we talked about it earlier, but it's the fear that people have of the rejection. Life is no risk, no reward. If you scared to, to me, I don't look at it as people being scared to fail. I say people are scared to succeed. Yes. You scared to succeed if you don't want to represent yourself, and if you worried about somebody going, man, watch it, I ain't got time today. All right, well, I'll catch you next week.
One of the mantras that I've live by is no just means not right now.
Come on.
You know what I'm saying? It just means not right now. And another thing is one more tidbit of information for you people out there. Just have an elevator pitch. Picture yourself in an elevator with Bill Gates.
Say that one more time.
An elevator pitch. Right. So you got 1 or 2 floors.
You don't know when he's gonna get off.
Yeah, you don't know when he's gonna get off.
Right.
Okay, so you're on that elevator with Diddy. You're on that elevator with Jay-Z. You're on that elevator with anybody. You know, Pharrell. Right. You know what I'm saying? You're on that elevator. You got about 25 to 30 seconds to have your pitch. So an elevator pitch. Come up with an elevator pitch.
Come on, man.
And make sure you utilize that at all times.
And I still always have like I have my stickers. I put them everywhere. You start seeing the gas stations and all that crap. And you gotta have it so they can see it. And you never know, they might, like right now, Mexican Wolfpack. I mean, not Mexican Wolfpack following me, and I was like, "Oh my God!" I couldn't even really. Lil Keke started following me. I was like, "Well, he hasn't bought nothing yet, but maybe one day." you know what I'm saying? Like, you just gotta. And I'm not even. I really am really shy.
Yeah.
Believe it or not, I really am.
Yeah. I say that too.
Yeah, I am a shy person though. It was. But I had to step out my comfort zone. That's why I tell everybody, man, just step out that comfort zone, man. I promise you, like, I was like, real, like, when I first got into it, I was like, man, I don't know. But the first person that really helped me, that brought me out, was Rashid. He came to my booth at the flea market, and boy, he started freestyling. You know, Rashid.
He's not shy.
Yeah, he ain't shy
at all.
He is not shy. He would start talking to me. This old lady was walking. He was just he was so sweet. She was walking trying to get arguments. Her son was in jail, and he used to love Rashid. And he was like, hold up. He used to freestyle. He was like, hold up. He went to her, walked to her, signed it. Like he just
nice.
He understands. Rashid is another hustler. He understands the power of networking with people. And real quick before we go, speak to that aspect, because I think that a good entrepreneur and a good business person, they understand the importance of networking. I saw y'all do it. You know, because everything, in my opinion, most products, at some point have the ability to interlock.
Yes.
This could help me with that, and that could help me with that.
Yes.
And respect to the OG Wicked Cricket, who always, when he would do showcases, he would tell the artists, "Hey man, y'all get each other number, y'all work together, y'all collab." Do it. The same principle applies to me in business and entrepreneurship, because it's something that she can provide to you, you can provide to her, and we can come together, and now we become a stronger unit. Like Big Mama said, now we are mighty, we can strike a mighty blow.
And that's one of the reasons they always said, it's this one principle that's good at business, good at relationships, and good at life. If you come with people like this, instead of coming at people like this.
Man, come on. Keystone. Come on, man. With the old ancient wisdom. No, that's true. See, because we so, and music is an example of that too. We so individualized, and nobody so-called makes it by themselves. You know, as much as we grind and go hard, it's gonna take other people, like-minded individuals, who can help further the mission along. And some of those we'll see, some of those we'll never see and never know. But they all contribute, to the whole success, man.
Yeah, one thing too, a stranger's gonna be your best customer.
You
think family and your friends are there, man, you have some.
Everybody,
like my boy Jason right here, he's been A1 since day one, but you ain't always gonna have that.
You took about 30-40 minutes ago, I had that in my mind to ask. I'm so glad, 'cause I would have got home. Because real quick, I want y'all to talk about that, because again, rap and all this stuff ties in together. We would always talk. I saw Lil Troy years ago. Lil Troy said, he was talking about music. He said, man, if your friends and your homeboys and your family buy your music, you wouldn't have no problems. Talk about that dynamic in terms of, because some people feel like, man, my own people don't support me. I always say, well, hey man, love who love you, it ain't meant for them to do it. It's a bigger world out there, but I know that still affects a lot of people when you feel like you're not getting support from your inner circle. Because I'm going to walk up and say, hey, that's your new son. Hey man, give me a shirt. Give me a CD. Give me a brownie. Give me whatever it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, can y'all talk about that for a minute? Or if that even relevant in y'all situation?
Like you say, man, it's not really relevant because there's so many people in this world. You know what I'm saying? So if you sit around and you're just wasting your time worrying about, you know what I'm saying?
Your cousin.
Like, you know what your cousin's got going on. You know what your cousin got going on.
That nigga ain't never bought nothing.
Exactly. You know what your cousin got going on. You know what your people got going on. You know what your friends got going on. You know what I'm saying? And the ones that support you is all love to them. The ones that don't support you, you know what I'm saying? One day, they're gonna be asking for your autograph and a picture.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So just keep grinding, keep pushing. Man, don't worry about nobody. There's so many individuals out here that love what you got going on, that love your drive, that love everything that you got going on, man. So don't worry about people who you feel as though is not supporting you.
That's what I tell people all the time. Don't take it personally. Don't buy nothing from you. It's your own family. It's gonna be like that. You're gonna make, like I said, strangers gonna be more supportive than anybody. And I didn't take it personally. Like I said, when people start copying kind of what I'm doing, I just took it as, hey, someone had to leave them. I can't even be mad. I used to be mad. And I was like, you know what? Why? And then my circle was this big when I first started. Now it's like, I only got 3 people in my 8 months.
That's the best one. That's the best one.
But I'm ready. Y'all gonna come with me.
Well, you know, God's gonna narrow it down. He gonna weed out.
Oh, yeah.
Less is more. Less is more. We all know that.
He gonna weed out who don't belong, because I have a T-shirt that I had made. It said, "Strength in numbers." But I got numbers scratched out and got knowledge at the bottom. So you can have 1 million people with you. That don't necessarily mean that million gonna be down. But you can have a unit of 4 or 5, and people will be asking you, man, where your team at? Like, do they have me, my cousin, my little partner from the neighborhood? And they're swapping down, and you got a whole
conglomerate behind you.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? You just putting in the work.
You
know what I'm saying? So that's, like I say, it's awesome, man. It's just, everything's just been great. Everything's just been awesome, man. I just want to thank, you know what I'm saying, just everybody in Houston, individuals that in California that have seen the post and ordered, and we've got, you know what I'm saying, we've got product out to them. Just everybody who just support, you know what I'm saying, small businesses and just keep the local individuals on deck. You know what I'm saying? We really appreciate y'all. And you know, we touched a little bit on customer service. I mean, customer service is very, very key, man. You know what I'm saying? If you go, you know what I'm saying, to any restaurants these days, or, you know, anywhere, you know what I'm saying, customer service is out the door. It is so out the door. So always, if you come in contact with me at any one of the events, you always know, like, I'm very appreciative of, you know what I'm saying, of you, you know, spending your dollars with me, spending your hard-earned dollars with me. You know what I'm saying? So I just want to thank everybody, you know what I'm saying? Just who supported the cause, and, you know, who's just looked out, you know what I'm saying, for Royal Mammoth, Low Rock Entertainment, who's listened to my music, who's, you know, put on one of my shirts and took a picture in it and sent it to me. You know what I'm saying? Just thank every one of y'all. And thank, you know what I'm saying, the Underground Dialogue for having us in here, man.
Thank y'all so much.
Appreciate
And I'm glad that you brought up customer service.
That's
one forgotten aspect. But we appreciate y'all, man. The time has been well spent. Anytime, this is y'all's platform, so anytime y'all want to come on.
Thank you,
man.
Appreciate
on that.
Yes.
It's your big brother K-RINO and my brother Keystone Cut, man. We thank y'all for tuning in another episode of the Underground Dialogue podcast, where the name speaks for itself, and we'll catch y'all again next week. Man, it's your big brother K-RINO, and check this out, man. The Underground Dialogue podcast is offering advertising opportunities, man. You can promote your business, you can promote your video, your song, whatever it is that you have, man. Reach out to us if you're interested in promoting on the Underground Dialogue podcast. All you got to do is email us at undergrounddialoguepodcast@gmail.com. Get it. And man, look, we got some merch that's just gonna blow y'all mind. It's gonna blow y'all. When y'all see the merch, y'all gonna be wanting to just dive through the screen.
We got some coming for you, man. We building, man. We building. So watch that as we grow.
Already.
I wonder if they ready. They ain't ready to have this conversation, or these kind of conversations. But guess what? We gonna have them anyway. Underground. Underground dialogue, we gon' tell the truth. We ain't scared like a lot of y'all. Matters who they are, do we bow? Not at all. Dropping bombs on this wicked world, so it gotta fall. Underground dialogue, we gon' tell the truth. We ain't scared like a lot of y'all. Matters who they are, do we bow? Not at all. Dropping bombs on this wicked world, so it gotta fall. From the industry to the Oval Office, we expose the darkest motives of them all and disclose what the protocol is. Thinking and moving logical, stopping every maneuver possible, and apologizing for truth is not optional. We gon' help you with what you go through, reshape and mold you, and sweep over them weak lies they told you. If you living with no clue, we gon' deprogram the old you, and you get to keep your soul too.